is. When you're up and coming, nobody believes you. But baby, when you popping and they see the fruits of your labor, hey family, it's your girl Kiri. I'm back with another video. And today this video is just gonna be about, it's gonna be a little heart to heart, okay? I just wanna share some things with you guys and let me know what you think as well. So please be sure to like, comment, subscribe, and definitely turn on those post notifications so that you know each and every time your girl upload a video, okay? Let's get into it. All right, guys, so first of all, let me just say, I watched a video last night from a YouTuber. She's very popular on YouTube. Her name is Jazz Anye, and sis was speaking some facts, okay? She spoke about a lot of different topics, and I'll add her video here if I remember, but I'll add it here. But she spoke on a lot of different topics, and one thing I wanted to touch on was, I just wanted to piggyback for a little bit on what she was saying about the future and everything like that, and you being a first-time millionaire, first-time generation, graduating college, whatever it is. I just wanted to piggyback on that for a little bit because sis was talking to me, okay? So first of all, I am a first-generation college grad, and I'm speaking this into existence, a first-time, how do I put this? I'm gonna be the first millionaire in my family, okay? Let's just throw that out there. That's me, that's my goals, that's my dream. It is what it is, okay? First of all, she was just talking about the pressure that it puts on that person who is the first. It's not necessarily, it's not competition for me. I know what I've been through in life, and I've seen what my parents have went through, and I chose to make a difference. So when you are the first to do something in your family, you're often looked at like you're better than everybody else. And trust me, that is not the case. You know, I don't think I'm better than anybody. I feel like we all have 365 days in a year, and what you do with your 365 is what you do. What I do is what I do, okay? We all have the same opportunity. So don't look down or envy someone when they made the best out of their life. That's my whole thing. And I just want to say, how can I say this? I know for me, when I started college, it was, and I did graduate, but it was when I realized, and I was talking to my husband about it, I didn't go to college because, number one, I love to learn. And I know that I had to go through that to get where I am today. And I don't regret going to college, but everyone knows college is a scam. That's my opinion, okay? You go into debt, you get into all this debt, and 9 times out of 10, people are going to college just for the money. They're not necessarily doing something that they're passionate about, and that's how I got here today with this vision. I wanted to be a teacher. First, I wanted to be a psychologist. I wanted to be a teacher. I wanted to be a social worker. Then I wanted to be a speech pathologist because I was working in a different field that introduced me to speech pathology. And it was just all kind of crazy stuff going on because when you see something, you're influenced. And then 2020 came and the pandemic hit, and God blessed me with this vision to start a business. And that was the best thing that could have ever happened to me because I learned so much. I learned about debt. I learned about financial literacy. I learned about business credit, personal credit. Like, I didn't have those things growing up because your parents only teach you what they know. You know, nobody teaches you how to be a parent. You just do it. I'm not a parent, but I know from my experiences and seeing parents and working with children, I've worked with children all of my life. You just do it. You do what you think is best, okay? Which you should, by all means. But that just taught me going to college. I became a first college grad, first generation grad, and then it was like, now what? I got a degree, now what? And my degree, I don't even want to do anything with that degree. You know what I'm saying? It's just to have. And me and my husband were talking one night, and I told him, like, I came to the conclusion, like, I went to college because nobody else did. Like, that was the truth. No one else went to college. So it's like everybody under me, my siblings, my little cousins, they need to see something different, you know. And I love my family, and no shade to my family, but college is not made for everybody. But what I'm saying is I feel like I had to take the responsibility to show them something different, you know. And that's what I did. So I'm not gonna say I didn't want to go to college, because if I didn't want to go, I would have went. But now that I look back, I realize my reasons for going weren't what they should have been, if that makes sense. So when she was talking about that, I was just like, wow, you don't realize like how many people in the world are dealing with this, especially in the Black community, because we're often taught, go to college, go to college, go to college. And there are other ways to be successful in life. College is not for everybody. And it puts that pressure on whoever is going to college, because it's like, everybody's counting on me. And I've experienced that, and I know what that is like. So that was the first part. Okay, we're done with that. First generation college grad. Okay, whoop-de-doo. Now, entrepreneurship. She also stated that you definitely, most definitely need to change your surroundings, and you need to change who you're hanging around, because everybody doesn't understand entrepreneurship, and entrepreneurship right now is trendy. Everybody wants to be an entrepreneur because it looks easy, and I'm just now getting ready to launch my business, and I ain't even launched yet, and it is very hard. You're doing everything by yourself. You're the photographer, you're the website designer, logo designer, marketing person, branding person. You are everything because you're just starting. I haven't even launched yet. I will be launching this month, at the end of this month, on May 29th. Join our email list. I will link the website below. But you're everything to your business in the beginning because you have no choice. And the difficulties and the challenges you face is not being surrounded by people who are also entrepreneurs or upcoming entrepreneurs who can help you along the way and just, be a confidant, basically. And I know for me, like my social media, I only follow boss women. I follow women who inspire me because that's the only example that I am seeing. I don't see it around me because everyone else is doing their own thing, if that makes sense. And you have to do a mindset change. And what I mean by that is, first of all, your environment. I grew up like everybody grew up, or everybody have their own rags to riches story. I grew up, living in the hood, whatever. Like, that's just what it is. That either makes you or break you. I knew growing up, there's nothing wrong with that, but don't let it break you. It either makes you or breaks you. But growing up that way, I knew that I wanted to do different for my children. I knew that me and my husband needed to, first of all, trust in God, that God will provide for us to be able to provide for our children. I trust God in doing, first of all, I trust God with my life. So there's no doubt there. But that hustle mindset is a blessing and a curse, because you don't want to fall to the bottom. So you might start to create this hustle mindset when that's not what you're supposed to be doing. You're supposed to be trusting in God. And so that's why I said it's a blessing and a curse, because you feel like you got to do whatever you got to do to not go back to the bottom. And I've experienced that before because I know what the bottom feels like. I've been there before. And so, you don't have anybody during these times when you're trying to become an entrepreneur, and you're, let's say, when you do become an entrepreneur, I'm trying to say this in the nicest way possible, but when you become successful and you're like the only successful person in your family, you become the person that everybody calls. Like, first of all, God loves a cheerful giver, but at the same time, everything that I'm doing right now is for me and my husband's family that we create. Our family, our children. This is for our children. And we have to stop, as a people, stop thinking that the person, number one, the person who has the money in the family should be taking care of grown adults, because that's a big no for me, big negative. Number two, don't look down on somebody and just assume, oh, they think they all that because da-da-da. Sweetie, you have the same opportunities that I have, okay? You had the same opportunities that I had. Whatever you choose to do with your life, that's you. But don't downplay somebody for, becoming successful in what they did or whatever God has called them to do, because you didn't do the same. And then, don't ever, I lost my train of thought. What was I about to say? please don't try to be that person that's always jealous or envious or making someone feel like the choices that they made in life to be successful is wrong. Like you calling them, oh, that's what I was about to say. Now, when you're down and you're up and coming, don't get me wrong, some of my family members have been very supportive and I appreciate them for that. But let's just call it for what it is. When you're up and coming, nobody believes you. But baby, when you pop in and they see the fruits of your labor, now they know you. Now they want to share your stuff. Now they this. And then they'll fix their mouth to ask you, y'all see my hair? First of all, this hair is giving. Then they'll fix their mouth to ask you for some money or ask you, can you do this, that, and the third? You ain't believe me when I ain't have no money. Now I got money. Now it's, hey, can I do this or that and this and that? No, ma'am, no, ham. It don't work like that. And that's why it's important for you to surround yourself with people, when they say the mindset, that's on the same mindset as you, because your success won't create jealousy in them. You need to surround yourself with people who are successful as well or up and coming. Have someone that you are relatable to, like both of y'all trying to build a business, and it's like, dang, we got rich together type of thing. And it's not about being rich, it's just surrounding yourself with someone who's making sure, you can have a conversation with someone. Like right now, I do have, cousins that are building businesses, but it's different for me. Like I'm all in, I'm 100% invested in G3 Hair Collection. I love everything about my brand because it was truly spirit-led, That's what makes it more special. Like everything I have done so far was by the grace of God. Like God gave me this gift and God has guided and ordered my steps along this way. I ain't gonna do that because then I'm gonna get emotional, but I thank God every day. So my worship is different because I worked hard for this, faith without works is dead. And I have put in the works and still continuing to put in the works. But it's hard when you don't have someone that you can talk to about, certain things, because you feel like maybe you boasting and bragging, or you feel like, well, they ain't gonna understand, because you won't understand. Because entrepreneurship, child, that's a whole different language to people who have no idea on how to run a business, or I had no idea, but I changed my mindset, my surroundings, and I know. And when you're trying to build a business, it's so easy to get led astray because of the people that you're surrounding yourself with. And with that being said, everybody that came with you can't go with you. And I want to be surrounded by people who are genuinely happy for my success, who are genuinely supportive of me and my business and my brand and what it means to me, not just doing it because you think you're supposed to get broke off when I make it. You know what I'm saying? Nah. My grandmother is my heart outside of my body, other than my husband. But my grandmother, she is an entrepreneur. Like she has hobbies, but she never turned them into a business. But sis is booming, okay? She's a creator. She's a seamstress. She makes these like custom art pieces, like they're called divas, and she is doing her thing, okay? So some things I can't talk to my grandma about, but some things she didn't even know, it's just a hobby to her. But she's like my person that I can call and be like, hey grandma, oh, guess what? Like my grandma's genuinely happy for me, and not saying no one else is, but my grandma understands. Like she is running a business. She just don't call it a business. It's a hobby for her, and that's okay. She genuinely enjoys it, and she's amazing at what she do, and God will continue to bless her. So she's my inspiration. I do have internet homegirls who I talk to. Let me just say this: people you don't know, they'll be the ones that support you before your family does or before your friends do. And please understand, your business is not for your family or friends. My target audience don't even sound like my family. And that's why you have to find your target audience, because you'll be able to market way better Everybody thinks when you have a business, oh, okay, the business is for everybody. No, everyone can shop here, but the people I am targeting is a whole different type of people, if that makes sense. So I just wanted to say, whoever is also going through that, because she lit a fire at me last night. Well, this morning, I was watching this at 1 o'clock this morning. When you see this, it'll be probably a week later. But I was like, girl, you better speak. And it's so sad that that's how it is in our community, because me and my husband always talk about other races. And when I see like Spanish people, like it'll be like 10 of them in one house. Or Haitian people, it'll be like 10 of them in one apartment. And they are happy. Like they are just living. You know what I'm saying? Everybody work, everybody got their own car, they got their own money. These are the bills, let's split it, bomb. Until they come up. And that's how it should be in our culture, but it is not. We're often envious or jealous of someone. Let me tell you something about me. I love seeing successful Black women. I mean, living the soft life. I mean, just soaking in their femininity. Like, girl, you go, girl. I love that. Ain't no reason for me to hate, because like I always say, God didn't stop blessing people when he blessed you. I'm not worried about what you have or what you don't have or how much money you got. I'm not worried about that. I know who provides for me and who holds the master plan. So I don't have to worry about that. But I love seeing like successful Black women. And it just does something for me. Like, girl, yes. Like, girl, you better go. My favorite influencer is Jaleesa Yvonne. Like, sis is a boss. Okay, I love her so much. And I follow a lot of successful women. But those are the type of people I surround myself with in the social media world. Like, I see that every day and I'm just like, wow, look at God. Like, the life that I'm creating now for my family and my husband and I are creating, when we look back, it's gonna be like, look at what God did. Like, God be showing out, you know what I'm saying? And that's just what it is. So I just wanted to say, girl, you are not alone. Bro, you are not alone. I have experienced this as well. I just wanted to talk about that for a little bit, because it's a touchy subject in the Black community, but it is what it is. It needs to be said, and it's just the truth, period. So them friends you got, always got drama going on. Listen, I don't have a problem with cutting people off. That's just the way I am. No, that's not my toxic trait, because I don't have a toxic trait. That's just to protect myself and to protect my mental. Every day I start my day with God and I end my day with God. I don't have time to, in between is G3 hair collection, but I don't have time to be worrying about what you got going on, because you don't have nothing going on. Like, time passes you by. I've had friends who I thought were friends, and I see them now and I'm like, wow, 5 years ago, you still doing the same thing you was doing 5 years ago. That is insane to me. Like, life is precious and time is short, and we all have an expiration date, like I like to call it. And my life gonna speak for me, period. So if you have to cut off some family, cut off some friends, whoever you need to cut off, a toxic relationship, toxic boyfriend, in order to prosper in this life, do it by all means, because it's not worth it. It's not worth it. At the end of the day, it's not worth it. Okay? Do what you gotta do to protect your mental. Do what you have to do to protect yourself, your family, whatever. Peace is very precious to me. Y'all know I say that a million times. Peace is precious to me. Okay? I work hard to get this peace that I'm in now. The peace that surpasses all understanding, that's where I'm at right now. This is the soft life, honey. I'm living the soft life. Okay? I thank God each and every day. I'm so happy, genuinely happy. I love my life. I'm just happy. Okay? Period. So before I go, I do want to tell you guys that we are launching in 15 days. It'll be 15 days today, the day I'm recording this, but by the time you see it, child, we gonna have less time than that. And I'm super excited, girl, because what? Why not? I'm super excited. And God has just been so good. And that's all I can say. He's been better than good, actually. He's indescribable, period. And I'm excited. I have a little bit more stuff to get. I have a coach. Girl, it's a lot of things going on in my world. So I ain't got time to be caught up in no BS, no drama, nothing that ain't got nothing to do with me, okay? I ain't got time for that. So that's what's going on in my world. So that's pretty much it, guys. I love you guys, and comment down below and be like, sis, I'm with you. Like, I know what you mean, girl. Comment down below and let me know. And that's pretty much it. I love you guys. Be safe. I hope and pray you all are happy, healthy, and well. And until next time, guys, I'm out.